Hi there, JJ Roses. Welcome back to the YouTube. I don't know what I'm doing. Back here again with another video. Today, we're going to be looking at some more of the stupidest school rules ever created. We looked at some of these before, and it was really funny last time. Some of these rules. What are the teachers thinking? Some of these school rules are just so stupid, and so I thought we'd make another video on it to look at some other stupid school rules. Some of them from other countries. So let's take a look. Don't forget to like and subscribe before we start. We are so close to 1 million. Every one of you subscribers really helps me out, and I love you all so much. And I want to get to 1 million with you guys, so please, if you haven't already, just subscribe!
These are some of the craziest school rules. So in France, ketchup is banned in an effort to protect their culture and to avoid anything too American. Certain schools in the UK and Massachusetts have banned best friends in order to teach children to be inclusive and more social with others outside of their circle.
Banning best friends? Why? Did you say to make it sound more inclusive?
Certain schools in the UK and Massachusetts have banned best friends in order to teach children to be inclusive.
In order to teach children to be inclusive? What? Imagine trying to hide that you have a best friend. That is the stupidest thing. So you're allowed a group of friends, but you're not allowed to like any one of them more than any one of the others. So you'd have to hide it. Hey, Barney, do you want to be best friends? Oh yeah, sure, I'll be best friends with you. No! You've got to be quiet. And then the teacher comes over. Oi! No best friends allowed! Detention!
Dodgeball is banned in New Hampshire because it apparently incentivizes bullying and violence.
What? Dodgeball is not bullying and violence. It's just fun to throw balls at the weaker kids. That's not bullying. It's not that violent either.
A school in the UK has banned red ink while grading papers to avoid being overly negative.
To avoid being overly negative. To be fair, when I was in school, we weren't allowed to write in red ink. I don't know if it was to do with being overly negative. We also weren't allowed to write in green pen either. So to avoid being overly positive. Who bloody knows?
New York prep schools have banned students from announcing their college acceptances to avoid making others feel upset. Also pretty soft.
Well, to be fair, no, I do get that one. Announcing college acceptances in front of everyone would be more of a private thing. I do get that. Is probably the only one I do understand, because you don't want everyone knowing whether you have or haven't been accepted into college or university. I don't know. I just think that's for you to decide.
Japan only allow one good luck bracelet, as anything more than that can be considered cheating.
Oh my god. That's how much they believe in good luck bracelets. Wow. So you're only allowed to wear one good luck bracelet in a test. Any more than that is cheating because it's considered too lucky. Imagine one kid just has like loads of them hidden under their leg. And then they're so lucky they just get 100%.
Schools ban any romantic involvements to keep students focused on their study.
Whoa, no boyfriend or girlfriend allowed in school. I mean, I never had a boyfriend or girlfriend in school. I don't know why I said boyfriend. I never had a girlfriend in school. I was too busy, I don't know, playing with go-go's.
School in Chicago only allows students to use the bathroom 3 times in a single semester.
Only allows them to go to the toilet 3 times in a semester. I think, is a semester a term? That's like going to the toilet once a month. Who comes up with these rules? They need to be shot and punished.
China is really serious about cheating on exams. Seriously, students could face 7 years in jail for cheating on the National College Entry Exam, also known as Gaokao. But some people still try to cheat, and their methods are kind of genius. Let me explain. China's test security is insane. Students must go through security, photo ID, and fingerprint check.
What the what the fuck? It's like they're going through airport security just to do a GCSE.
Streets around testing locations are policed, and anyone making any noise could get fined. And despite all that, students still try to cheat. Many Chinese students have been caught using high-tech pens that can record the test questions, then transmit them to someone outside who would relay the answers back via an in-ear receiver. These glasses were equipped with a camera activated by a coin. Pressing the coin would send a picture to someone outside who relayed answers back to them.
Oh, Chinese are crazy. They go into extreme lengths to cheat. If they get caught cheating, they can get up to 7 years in prison on a test.
Earrings, erasers, and watches were used to cheat. And these are just the people that got caught. Imagine the people that are still undetected.
Imagine how much stress you'd have, like, cheating. I never cheated on any exams in the UK, and I wasn't even at risk of being shot. Imagine going to the test with stuff written on your arm, like, to cheat, but you're trying to hide it from everyone. And then all of a sudden the teacher comes over and they're like, "What's this?" You're like, and they just immediately handcuff you and take you to prison. Why is China so strict on that?
In Tunisia, students cross their arms to show teachers that they're paying attention.
What? They cross their arms. Tell me more.
These Indonesian kids are having recess while there's an active volcano spewing ash right next to them.
What the fuck? Oh, Callum, do you want to play tag? Oh, yeah, sure. Oh my god, there's a volcano!
China is teaching her students how to do eye exercises or how to cry like a student. You can tell this is an American classroom by those connected desks and seats. These students in Yemen are walking to their classroom that's made of straw. And these British students have to wear their blazers and a straw hat to school for some reason.
What? Okay, no, we don't. We have to wear blazers in school, but we don't we don't have to wear a straw hat. I want to see this. What? Why do they have to wear a straw hat? Maybe they do. I have never seen a school that's made... That is just funny. I have a massive head, so no hat actually suits me because my head's just too bloody big. I think I might have a straw hat, actually. I've changed my mind. I wish this was part of my uniform in school. This is sick. Blocks the sun off my ginger skin. Keeps me warm in the winter. What's not to like about this? Just feel like a bit of a tosser. That's the only thing.
The dumbest school rules ever. This one high school had the dumbest school rule ever where students had to ask before taking a sip of anything. At lunchtime, kids were fine, but if you were in class and you wanted to have a sip of water, you had to ask the teacher, "May I have a sip of my water, please?" Okay, thank you. Well, one kid that attended this high school told this story. It was getting close to summer, and he was sitting in class. The AC wasn't working very well at all, and he was thirsty.
Oh my god.
Steven, did you ask me? Huh?
What if you're like dying? You're just dying of thirst and you don't have the energy to ask the teacher. Why do teachers like put a ban on things that are like necessities? Like going to the toilet, eating food, drinking water. It's just stupid.
I know I forgot, but I'm so sorry. It's just so hot in here, miss, and I'm like dehydrated. I don't care. You didn't ask me. I know, I'm sorry. Give me your water bottle and head to the principal's office right now. Okay, here. What the frick? He went to the principal's office and the principal gave him a detention.
Why?
Some parents heard about the situation and they got super mad. The school changed the rule shortly after.
At least they changed the rule. I literally can't even think of a reason that a teacher would get annoyed about you drinking water or something in class. Like, it's not really distracting, is it? And also, you need water for your brain to function anyway. And I would know. I'm an intelligent man. Just look at me. I wear a straw hat. Oh, I do look fabulous.
I already know all of you had that rule where you had to eat lunch with the teacher, also known as lunch detention. That's what it was called at my school.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get the point of this rule at all. There still are pros to this rule, even though you can't see the homies at lunch.
Well, it wasn't really a rule, was it? It was more of a punishment. If you misbehaved in lesson, you had to eat lunch with the teacher, which was as for the teacher as it was for the student.
The no hats rule. No hats, hoods, whatever it is. Like, what if the barber messed you up and he up your cut like he gave you a mohawk and you were looking like the hog rider? What then? A hat will not distract my learning. We're gonna be okay. All right.
Some schools have a rule with no hats, and then others have a rule where you have to wear a straw hat. It doesn't make any sense. If anything, this is going to affect my learning way more. I'm just going to be distracted. Like, look at me. I'm a distinguished gentleman. What were some weird school rules your school implemented? Paper airplanes got banned after this kid started crying when all of his sucked and the rest of us knew how to make good ones. Why would they ban them? I bet that wasn't the reason they banned them. I bet the reason they banned them was because all the kids were making paper airplanes and throwing them around the school. Way to teach the lesson, you don't have to be good at anything except crying. That'll get that kid far in life. Oh my god, yeah. My senior year of high school, we got moved into a new school building across from a grocery store. The builders put walls up over the plumbing for water fountains by accident, so there was a huge increase in reusable water bottles, and the school put up a vending machine entirely full of water. Now, I suppose it's time to mention that this was in Washington state, where you can sell liquor in grocery stores along with anything else. So, some freshmen got the bright idea to start stealing vodka from the store, access the street, fill disposable water bottles with it, and sell it to the other students. This caused a huge problem with a large population of drunk underclassmen wandering the halls of school and getting into trouble. Finally, the staff got together for a meeting about what to do. Someone suggested banning water bottles, so now students had no access to water during school hours. Oh, I know what to do. We've got a load of student alcoholics. Let's ban the water bottles rather than the alcohol. There were articles written about it and parents complaining. People all over the town were talking about how we had a ban on water. That's so stupid. They eventually lifted the ban and the vodka problem resumed. Do they even think about it? Sometimes I feel like the teachers just act and make up new rules and don't really think about it. This was just one kid, but it was hilarious. In the late 90s, humorous graphic teens became a popular thing, and the mall had a few stores that sold questionable taste shirts. Shirts that said porn star, orgasm, donor or donna, don't know. A headless guy holding a sign that says, "We'll work for head." That type of thing. The school made a rule that if your shirt was inappropriate, you would have to turn it inside out. Have to turn it inside out, not just bring a new shirt to school. A kid in my class shows up to school with a shirt that says, "I'd rather be masturbating." The teacher sends him to the bathroom to turn it inside out. He returns with an inside out shirt that says, "I put the FU in fun." The teacher doesn't realize it's the same shirt, so he takes it off in class and shows her both sides. He had a few shirts custom made with prints on both sides. What a genius student. She asked him if he had another shirt in his locker and he says, "I have my gym clothes." She told him to go get the other shirt and change. He walks back into the class with a shirt that says, "You're driving me knucking futs." The teacher said, "Just go to the office. You're driving me knucking futs." So he goes to the office and tells them that he was sent there because of his shirt. So they say, "Turn it inside out and go back to class." So he turns his shirt inside out, walks back into the class with a shirt that says free moustache rides. What? She said, "Did you go to the office?" And he said, "They told me to flip it inside out and come back to class." The teacher sighed and said, "Just sit down." She went about teaching and we thought he won, but he ended up getting suspended for 3 days. When he returned from suspension, he wore shirts for probably a whole week that said, "I love teachers, support your local teachers union, cops are the good guys, drugs are bad, wash behind your ears," etc. This kid sounds like an absolute legend. So basically the teachers found a problem, and so their solution was they made a rule that if you brought in a bad shirt, you had to then turn it inside out. Not change shirts, but just wear the same one inside out. It's so weird. Teachers, what are you doing? You're great, teachers. Honestly, you're great. But some of you making up these silly rules. That's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed and found this as funny as I did. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you all. Take it easy. And I will see you in the next video. Oi! Subscribe!
Oh God, please subscribe! Subscribe!
Subscribe! Subscribe!